Thank you very much, everybody, for being there. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the Stelios Foundation, Nicosia HQ. Again, my apologies, I couldn't be there in person, but this is the new normal. This is a hybrid meeting that enables me to participate via Zoom, the magic of the technology. Nowadays, it means I can be with you virtually today at the beginning of the process, and I promise I will come in person to give the awards on the 8th of June 2026. This year we decided to do more of an event at the beginning of the process for the following reason. The Stelios Foundation Bi-Communal Awards in Cyprus are now in their 16th year. And we believe it is important to spend more time and money, for that matter, I will explain about the marketing spend, communicating our goals, the purpose. We're working for lasting peace and economic prosperity on the island of Cyprus. And we believe that that would be achieved if we are able to create change. We want to change the mindset of the people on the island of Cyprus and to get them to cooperate more with each other. So rather than having awards that merely reward the people who already cooperate, we actually decided this year for the first time to say that the 3 winners of last year, the gold and the 2 silver, will be excluded from winning this year in order to encourage new people to come and apply. And we have an extended, if you like, application period, which started at the beginning of January and will finish at the end of April, with an associated marketing campaign, paid marketing campaign, in order to create the change we want to see on the island. So most of you in the room are opinion leaders, you're business people, you're change makers, and we would like you to spread the word and encourage people to cooperate more. I will explain with a presentation more about that, and you will also hear from the room from our past winners, the poor guys who are not allowed to win again. I'd like them to say a few things about how their experience has been and what did they do with the money and that sort of thing. But also you will hear from our trustee, Rena Rubitha, in the room, and our 2 advisors, Kerim and Peter Millet. So without further ado, I'd like the audiovisual production to put up my slides. So this is just the invitation. We are aiming, we should be finished in 45 minutes. We started on time, which is very good. Online departure is always very important for an airline. And we hope to finish at 6:45 local time. So next slide, please. That's me and my picture, but if you don't recognize me, you're probably in the wrong party. You gate crashed the wrong party, but thank you for being there. Next slide. So inevitably, every entrepreneur, when they get an opportunity, they'd like to promote a bit themselves and their business. So rather than getting straight into the charitable side of my work, I'd like to spend no more than 5 minutes, I promise, in explaining in plain English where the money is coming from. In order to give a lot of money to charity, you have to earn it somewhere, and I will spend the next 3-4 minutes explaining that. I will use a video because that's the new normal again. YouTube is a very popular channel, but let me explain a bit about the terminology. So I created, and I still own, a family of brands we call the Easy family of brands, the most famous of which, of course, is EasyJet, the airline, but also Easy Hotel and many others. We have created this video, which is available on YouTube, and it has been viewed 13 million times, I think, in 1 month, which actually explains the business model. But what I've done is I've created for myself a steady recurring income stream by having a steady income from each of the members of the Easy family. So just to test the room, how many of you have flown EasyJet in the room? A show of hands. How many of you have flown EasyJet? Thank you. So every time any passenger flies on EasyJet, out of 100 euros, 25 euro cents goes into Easy Group, which is my own private company. And Easy Group, a UK company, donates its profits to the Stelios Philanthropic Foundation, a UK charity that does the giving back to society. So that is basically, if you like, a virtuous circle I've created with this recurring income stream. So next slide should be the video. Can you play the video, please?
Easy history. How Stelios created the Easy family of brands more than 3 decades ago, and how he gives back to society via the Stelios Foundation.
Stelios believes he can make flying as easy as getting on and off a bus, and almost as cheap.
Invest with EasyMoney.com, part of the Easy family of brands. Save with EasyCleaning.biz, part of the Easy family of brands.
Staff from one rival EasyJet tried to hijack the launch.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
FlyEasyJet.com, part of the Easy family of brands. StayAtEasyHotel.com, part of the Easy family of brands. Save money with EasyStorage.com, part of the Easy family of brands. The Stelios Philanthropic Foundation gives back to society to a diverse range of good causes, but always close to home in the 6 countries that Stelios and his family have lived and worked.
Right, thank you very much. So let's talk about giving back to society now. The next slide, please. You've just heard it on the video, but I just want to reiterate that we give back in a very diverse way. You'll hear some of the examples, but what we call close to home. And these are the 6 countries where me and my family have lived and worked. So my parents were born in Cyprus. By the time I was born, they had moved to Athens in Greece, so I was born in Greece. I built the business in the UK. My partner is from Ireland, and we live in Monaco and France. So these are the 6 countries. Cyprus is very much part of what we call close to home. The next slide, please. These are our 7 trustees, again, selected to represent the main countries. So Rena, who is in the room, is the one based in Cyprus. We have 2 based in Greece, 2 in Monaco, and 1 in the UK. The next slide, please. We believe in having iconic properties at the main capitals where we're based, because we like to make them available to other charities to use for free, and that way we sort of promote the work of the foundation. The one in Nicosia, where you're in at the moment, is slightly smaller than the others, so it's not as used. But a very good example is the one in the middle of Athens, in Plaka, where there is a seated capacity for 200 people dinner. So that is very, very popular with the Athenian society and the charity circles in Greece. And we believe that's a very good way to promote the foundation. We not only give them the space for free, but we pay the catering and production costs. So it is genuinely free for the charity to use it. It is available in Nicosia as well, but I can announce now that we're looking for slightly bigger premises in Nicosia as well. So watch this space and you may see a bigger space there. Next slide, please. Again, everybody is in the room, so you know exactly where you are, but this is our Nicosia headquarters. Next slide. Now we're great believers of LinkedIn because it's the most business-like social network, if you like. So I encourage everybody in the room to now pick up their phone and scan the QR code, and then you will be following the Nicosia HQ. So any local event will come up on that. I'll give you a second or two to do it. Thank you. Again, the miracle of technology, QR codes. Next slide, please. These are our three other properties in Cyprus, and they are linked to basically my ancestors. So my maternal grandmother was born and raised in Lania. My mother was born and raised in Limassol, and my father was born and raised in Pedoulas, up on the mountains. So I made sure through inheritance in the case of Lania and Limassol, but also by purchase in Pedoulas, that the foundation is now the owner of these three properties, and we use them for the common good. Next slide, please. This is a selection of the other good causes we support in Cyprus. Again, very diverse. I'll give you a minute or two to read the slide rather than me reading them out. And you can see that we support local charities both in the Greek Cypriot community and the Turkish Cypriot community. The next slide, please. One of our longest running charity projects in Cyprus is what we call the Food from the Heart, where we're helping the neediest by giving them food. Now, the building you're in now is a distribution point for Food from the Heart in Nicosia. And we have others in Limassol and even in Pedoulas. And this is an example of how we help the neediest as opposed to the best, which is what we do with these awards here, or with scholarships, or helping the Olympic medalist of Cyprus, Pavlos Kontidis, a good friend sailor, Olympic sailor. So we try to help both the neediest and the best. Next slide, please. So in parallel, I've just mentioned scholarships, so the brightest students who go to the University of Cyprus, but also the youngest entrepreneurs. So this is an award we started 3 years ago, and it actually aims to reward young people, younger than 34, that have started a business and are doing very well. So the idea of being younger than 34 is that when I created EasyJet, I was 28. So I think there is something about being 28 and starting a business. You basically have enough experience to roughly know what you're doing in business, but in reality, you have no idea how much risk you're taking. You think the world is your oyster, you think you're going to do well and you're going to change the world. And some of these guys are doing very well and they're achieving exactly that. So, not to be confused with a Bi-Communal. This is the young entrepreneur running in parallel. The next slide, please. So these are the winners from last year. Again, inside that very room, outside family photo with the 20 winners. Total amount earned or granted so far, 5.3 million euros. And remember, these are grants. They're gifts. They're not loans. They're not investments. They're not somehow we don't expect anything in return. And over the years, it has accumulated to be a substantial sum of money, and we'll keep giving. So this number now goes up by about $500,000 a year. Next slide. So I mentioned in the beginning the marketing budget, and I wanted to put up some of the numbers to understand that it's important to promote the awards in the phase where you're inviting applications, in the phase where you are encouraging people to do what you're encouraging them to do. So at the moment we're running a video on YouTube that says, go out and find an entrepreneur from the other community and apply together. So the total spend is €350,000 between both communities, between all media, including the conventional online platforms and websites in Cyprus. But obviously the giants of, the tech giants will get to the majority of marketing budgets nowadays. So we have a significant budget on YouTube, on Google PPC, on Facebook, and on Instagram. As you can see, these campaigns will run for the 4 months actually, and have generated such significant views. So 6 million views on YouTube, 1.1 thousand downloads. So 1,100 people have already bothered to go to the steliosfoundation.com.cy and download the application to see if they comply, if they can apply, to see if they can find someone. So it promises to be a very strong year in terms of applications. 1,100 people have downloaded the application already in 1 month. I think that's very encouraging. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the next slide is the video. Can we play the video, please? Sorry, this is the conventional media. Again, I don't want to get misunderstood by the local media that we only spend money with Google and YouTube. So here you are, we're spending money with the local websites in Cyprus, trying to reach local people in their local communities and their local websites. Next slide, please. That is the video.
Stelios is inviting all Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot entrepreneurs to apply for the 16th Bi-Communal Awards in Cyprus. €500,000 in total grants, shared by 18 Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot entrepreneurs. Stelios is the creator and owner of the Easy family of brands. Awards were presented to the 2025 winners by Stelios in the presence of the President of the Republic of Cyprus, Nikos Christodoulidis. Reach out to an entrepreneur from the other community and work together to apply jointly. Apply now at steliosfoundation.com.cy.
Thank you. So I don't know how many of you have seen the video already, but I think it's had 6 million views in Cyprus. In a place with about 1 million people, to have 6 million views, I think it's very impressive. Now, last point from me, and then I'll hand over to the people in the room. As I explained earlier, my partner is from Ireland. My daughter is half Irish, which means I include Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, as one of the 6 countries where we would like to give back. Inspired by the work in Cyprus, about a year and a half ago, I was attending a speech by an ambassador of the Republic of the Republic of Ireland, and I believe we have a representative of the ambassador of the Republic of Ireland in the room there. But Ambassador Dan Mulhall of the Republic of Ireland was giving a speech where I was, and he was explaining how the island of Ireland is the other divided island in the European Union. So there is the Republic of Ireland, and then there is Northern Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom. And up until about 29 years ago, the two parties, the two sides, the two communities were at war with each other. I mean, literally, there were bombs and hostilities, and it was a very, very difficult situation. And then Good Friday Agreement happened in 1998, and since then, there's been a steady progress in the two communities being reconciled. But what I decided to do is replicate the success of the awards in Cyprus by doing the same thing on the island of Ireland. So this is our first award ceremony in another iconic property, which doesn't belong to me, but it's available for rent. So it's Castle Leslie on the border between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland in County Monaghan. And these are the winners of the North-South Business Cooperation Awards in Ireland. So similar amount, similar number of entrepreneur winners, very encouraging applicants and winners the first year. So this is an example of an export from the island of Cyprus to the island of Ireland. So next slide, please. So as I said, we have some people in the room you're going to hear from. So we can't invite all 20 winners from last year. So we decided to invite only the two silver and the one gold winner team, who unfortunately for them will not be allowed to win again. So may I ask the next winner up to speak and come up to the podium, please. Next slide. So is Drakou and Hassan in the room, please?
It's okay. Okay, thank you, everybody. Mr. Stelios is given the Silver Award last year. He's very helping to do business with my friend, Mr. Hassan. Hassan today is not here. Many people was to invite to make application of this good foundation. So I want to say one big thank you in Mr. Stelios for this.
Drakou, thank you very much, but I'd like you to talk about yourself and your business and how did you spend the money and how was it the last year?
Oh, okay.
Is it getting better or worse? Is it getting more difficult or less difficult to do business?
Oh, okay. We're exporting olive oil in USA with Hassan, and now to start to make a new promote in UK. So it's helping to do some advertising and some more meetings in UK for the olive oil business. So it's very helping for us.
Is the climate improving or not on the island of Cyprus? Is it easier to do business with the other community?
It's very easy. It's very easy for us because...
It's very easy, good.
Yeah, it's very easy. Also, the communication is very good. We don't have any problem to do more business for the other side.
Excellent. Well done, Drakou. Thank you. Round of applause. Next slide, please. Panikos and Pelin, are you in the room?
Actually, Mr. Panagi, which is the founder of the car brand, he's not present, so I'm representing him today. I would like to tell you a bit about our business and what we do. We have a skincare company. We're a manufacturer in Cyprus, which you don't really see in such a small island, manufacturer of skincare products. We cooperate with Pelin and we do business of the goods from Republic of Cyprus to the North Cyprus. We became more than collaborators and partners, we became like a family, which is very, very important for us for a loyalty and good relationship between us. And I want to say thank you for the opportunity to be here today. How we use the money. The money, we use them to do more advertisements, to show the relationship between the different sites, and also move more goods from one side to the other. Thank you for the opportunity.
Ben de birkaç cümle kurmak istiyorum. Öncelikle burada olduğum için çok mutluyum. Zehra'nın bir tercüme edilecekse.
I'm going to be speaking on behalf of Ms. Pelin. She says, first of all, I'd like to thank you all for the opportunity.
30 yıllık güzellik uzmanı ve usta eğiticiyim. Mesleğimde, kendi ülkemde böyle bir değer görmekten çok gurur duydum.
She said, I'm a esthetician of 30 years and I am proud to be valued like this in my own country.
Biz parayı ne yaptık onu söyleyeyim. Küçük yani mütevazi bir yerimiz vardı. Çok daha büyük bir yere geçtik ve gençler için bir akademi kurduk. Tamam.
She said she would like to talk about what she has done with the money. First of all, she upgraded her business location. She moved to a bigger building and she has built a small-scale academy to teach new estheticians about techniques in beauty.
Gençlere meslekte daha donanımlı eğitim alıp markamızı daha güzel tanıtmaları için akademi kurduk. Teşekkür ederiz herkese.
She said she has used this platform to teach young beauticians about the brand and use the brand to help them give back to the beauty community, and she would like to thank Mr. Stelios and all of you.
Thank you.
Well done, well done. Thank you very much. Next slide, please. The gold winners, Andreas and Emre.
Hi, good evening to everyone. Unfortunately, my partner Emre is out of the country, so I will be representing us both. Firstly, we want to thank Sir Stelios and the Stelios Foundation on this remarkable initiative marking the 16th year. Your consistent support on this island gives entrepreneurs like us the encouragement and belief to keep going and to keep going together. Winning the Stelios Bi-Communal Business Award means more than we can express. Personally, it tells us you are seen, you are appreciated, and you are doing something that makes an impact. Building a bi-communal business isn't easy. Beyond the business itself, there are many layers to navigate. The challenges are many, from logistics up to mindsets, but our values of trust, excellence, and perseverance gives us a clear direction when things are feeling uncertain, and today they are feeling more uncertain than ever. But this award is not just about business, it is about possibility. It is a sign that collaboration is not only achievable, it is valuable and it works. To other future candidates watching, we hope our example inspires you to reach out to collaboration and trust. When we focused on our similarities instead of our differences, we can build things we never imagined. To everyone here, thank you for believing in ideas that unite and in people who choose to build bridges and not destroying them. This moment needs to be a reminder. When we create together, we not only grow businesses, we grow possibility, connection, and hope on the island. We need to keep building and creating together. Thank you.
Well done, well done. Very well said. Thank you.
Thank you. Regarding money, it has helped us grow our business. We started as 2 fabricators of doors and windows on the island, and these awards allowed us to expand our horizons and look into markets outside of the country. We are currently exporting doors and windows in Israel, Nigeria, islands of Caribbean, and we are trying to create a foothold in the US market, but unfortunately we are facing tariffs and we don't know how we can go through that. But again, thank you for the opportunity given, sir.
Well done, bravo. Next slide, please. So I will ask Rena to say a few words now.
Thank you, Sir Stelios. Your Excellencies, Honorable Representative of the United Nations, Honorable Leaders of the Chambers, esteemed guests, and dear friends from abroad who have joined us online, and you are watching us now. Good afternoon and a warm welcome to all. As a trustee of the Stelios Philanthropic Foundation, I'm deeply honored and delighted to join Sir Stelios in welcoming you personally to the Cyprus headquarters of our foundation here in Nicosia. As Sir Stelios has already explained, the mission of our foundation is giving back to society. This is accomplished through the support of a wide range of social, philanthropic, and humanitarian activities, mostly in countries where Sir Stelios has lived and worked, as he explained. It is worth noting that so far, the Stelios Philanthropic Foundation has made overall donations in these countries which exceed 120 million euros. Amongst the multiple initiatives undertaken by our foundations are, as mentioned, the Food for the Heart project, not only in Cyprus, but also in Greece and the UK, aiming to provide dignified support to less fortunate individuals facing continual economic difficulties. Our foundation also provides financial support to people seriously affected by severe disasters, such as the numerous starving children in Gaza, as well as those suffering from the consequences of the tragic train crash at Tembi in Greece. In parallel, multiple charities are supported locally and abroad in all the countries where we have activities, while merit-based scholarships are granted to students to pursue their studies at highly reputable institutions, whether it's the London School of Economics or the University of Cyprus. Dear friends, a major focus of our foundation is building on the extraordinary entrepreneurial legacy of Sir Stelios himself. We all know that at the age of only 27 years, Sir Stelios had the inspiration, the vision, the passion, the courage, the determination, and the effectiveness to create and develop EasyJet, which has since ranked amongst the most successful airlines in Europe. Sir Stelios' own impressive entrepreneurial legacy has been the underpinning of the Young Entrepreneurial Awards initiated by our foundation in Cyprus and abroad, aiming to inspire, encourage, and support young entrepreneurs toward pursuing their dreams and aspirations, following Sir Stelios' example. At the same time, his own remarkable business journey, coupled with Sir Stelios' strong commitment to secure peace in his homeland, Cyprus, have precipitated the conviction that bi-communal business cooperation can create mutual respect and genuine trust between the cooperating teams. It is precisely this fundamental trust that remains a prerequisite and also forms the basis for securing a lasting peace in Cyprus. The aim of launching the Bi-Communal Awards today, therefore, is to help actively communicate to as many businesses as possible the value of engaging in joint bi-communal projects, also urging them to apply for the Stelios Bi-Communal Awards. We are confident that the resulting business relationships will be substantive and robust, helping to strengthen goodwill and cement trust between the participants. These are, by themselves, the key fundamental ingredients of securing sustainable peace on our island. It is worth noting that the Stelios Bi-Communal Awards for this year have reached a record of reached a record amount of €500,000. This is the highest we have ever offered for this cause, thus providing meaningful and concrete financial empowerment to the selected bi-communal teams. At the same time, the awards help to provide participants with inspiration, motivation, and ongoing support. The fact that since 2009, when the Bi-Communal Awards were initiated, over €5 million have been donated by Stelios Philanthropic Foundation for this cause highlights the strong commitment of our foundation toward the achievement of long-lasting peace in Cyprus. We warmly thank you for honoring us today with your presence and are happy to discuss further in the cocktail that follows the Bi-Communal Awards and also the mission of our foundation. Thank you all for your support.
Thank you, Rena. The next slide, please. Yes, it will be the next slide. Kerim.
My name's Kerim Fuad. Thank you all very much for attending. Kalispera, iyi akşamlar, hoş geldiniz. Goody jam, which I hope in Wolof for our Senegalese friend is also a warm greeting. I hope I've got that right. Thank you, my friend. I also invite each and every one of you to tell as many fellow Cypriots as possible of the excellent work Stelios' philanthropic foundation is achieving. Contributing €5.3 million so far is an inspiring commitment to and for the benefit of all Cypriots. Bi-communal is not just a word, but an ethos from which we can grow and share business goals and develop relationships. The foundation seeks to unite Cypriots through business. We're good at it by encouraging citizens to reach out, perhaps sometimes out of their comfort zone, to reach out to forge new partnerships, new relationships, new friendships, and maintain existing ones. The application is a simple one. It's one of the few applications on this island that is. It is an open application for all Cypriots. Good luck, and thank you all.
Thank you, Kerim. The next slide, please. Peter.
Thank you, Stelios, and good evening, everybody. I was involved in the very first Bi-Communal Awards that Stelios launched in 2009. It was fairly small, The awards were not particularly big, but it generated interest. And so 16 years later, I am delighted to see that it has grown, that the awards are even more generous, but also that it's producing results. The evidence that we've heard from the previous winners shows that this is about people to people. This is building trust, friendship, and wealth. And that is the way that the communities can work together for economic benefit. So the only last point I would like to reiterate and to reinforce is the point about broadening awareness of these awards, not only for this year. So the companies that are already working together should look at the applications, but any startup, entrepreneur, someone with a good idea in either community, if they want to take advantage of these awards in the future, should be reaching out through chambers of commerce, through chambers like OEV and so on, find a partner on the other side, work together and produce a really good proposal for future awards. I think that is the best way to broaden awareness, broaden engagement in this wonderful scheme so that you can increase the economic prosperity of the island as a whole. So I encourage you to go out there and spread the word. That's the central message of this event. Spread the word to as many people as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. And I will never forget the phone call where you called in the first year and you said, I think this is a good idea and I'd like to meet you and come over to the embassy and everything else. And I was a bit worried. I didn't know what to expect for the first year. So you gave me some encouragement and thank you for still being around.
Okay.
You're obviously the High Commissioner of the United Kingdom in Cyprus at the time. And I remember you also mentioned the similarity with Northern Ireland.
All right.
So it's interesting that, fast forward 15 years and we're also doing it on the island of Ireland.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
So that's great. We are 41 minutes into the ceremony. Wonderful. I'll be happy to answer questions, although it is a bit difficult with the distance and the Zoom process. But if there are any questions in the audience, Peter, maybe you can point out any questions and we can try and answer them.
Anyone like to ask any questions?
Yeah. All right.
Well, we are here for we're keeping you for your drinks. We can answer any questions you have.
I think I will zoom out and let you enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the drinks and the food in the Nicosia headquarters and have a nice evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.